actually survived that, which is pretty cool. But if you didn't know, this is on Vertigo. I love the DLC maps. I love taking G-Sundays out. Yeah, I know. Not easy.
No, when there's like 20
I know. There's a creeper. I can take him out.
On the screen, I am overviewing the Razer Death Stalker and Razer Death Adder. The Death Adder is the mouse part of it, and the keyboard is the Death Stalker. Now, I'm going to start off with the keyboard. The keyboard is amazing. It is mechanical. It doesn't make as much noise as you'd think. Listen to this. So, it isn't as... Boom, boom, boom. Otherwise, I have to teleport here, and I don't know what the TP is, so... Oh, God. Tiny bit of lag. That's fine. Boom. Got some wood. Now let's hope this is enough just to cover around the outside.
He does a good job of explaining it. I'd say his strategy of the actual way he wrote the book, I find very interesting in the sense of there was at points where I was kind of like, I feel like this is being a bit dragged on. However, you kind of have it imprinted in your head forever after that point. So it's like you've had the same thing reiterated to you quite a few times to the point where you remember it. So it's not the case where, like with other books, where you just kind of read it and then just kind of forget it, where you're only remembering it when you kind of have those moments where you're like, ah, this is what I was thinking about. When I think about the different chapters, I remember quite a fair few chunks of the different chapters, which for me is very surprising considering, like I said, I haven't read massively in my life. But I definitely recommend this. I've already pre-ordered his new book that's coming.
So today's video is basically just talking about what this channel is. This is the Exile channel, as the title, well, as the name of the channel would suggest, which is me, Adam. I'm going to be doing basically like game critique videos and a few other different types of videos, primarily around games.
To begin with, I just want to give myself a little bit of a backstory. I think I did this in like a little video that I made a couple like months ago at this point. But yeah, I do have a few bullet points on here, so that's why if you do see me looking down, that's why. But yeah, I just wanted to go over a few things. Basically, starting off with how long have I been making YouTube videos for? Now, the only videos that you can find of me back in 2013 on a channel called Adam Shooter. The reason why is because I deleted them because I got pretty much like I don't know if I'd class it as bullied, but like just taking the piss out of. Like it was like a constant roast all the time, but like it wasn't like bullied to the point of like what other people consider like actually being bullied, where they hate being in school. I just chose, after being taken the piss out a few times, to delete the videos because it was easier to deal with it. It was easier to deal with school, not having that brought up from time to time, or like anyone who has made videos knows like that people try and take the piss by like putting one of your videos on in class and that sort of thing. To anyone who is making videos now, nowadays it's probably considered a little bit more acceptable, but you'll still probably be taking the piss out of during school. But basically just don't delete your videos. If you're going to, just unlist them. Some goals in general for the channel. So to begin with, I plan to upload what I'm doing now, which is 2 times a week, as often as I possibly can. That's going to still remain kind of like the other video on Wednesdays, and then the gaming videos on Fridays. If need be though, if I don't have a gaming video for that week and I have an other video, then I will be putting that out on the Friday and vice versa. But I've contemplated whether or not to kind of just niche down and just do gaming only. It's something that I've considered, as I do have plenty of video ideas. I've got about 6 months worth of video ideas written and already planned out, but overall I've probably got more than that in ideas alone, and I could probably get away with doing, let's say, like a solid like 5 months worth of just pure content for gaming for 2 videos a week. I've considered niching down, but I'm not 100% sure if I want to. I still want this channel to be something that I want to make instead of forcing out content, because I love games and everything like that. However, making the other videos as well gives me a centering that I'm happy with. It allows me to kind of go make content as well on different things that I am passionate about, hence why there's been photography videos kind of what I've got planned for the future of this channel. One of the first things I've got to work out for this anyway is kind of where I'm going to be shooting these videos. This seems like the best possible solution, as there isn't much room to put, let's say, the monitor not the monitor, the tripod on the desk. So hopefully it will work out in this spot. I kind of like it, however I think there needs to be a little bit more over here, that sort of thing. I know at one point, because this side is basically my girlfriend's side of the desk, this side is mine, and she wants to eventually get an iMac, put it here. So that's probably the plan for her, and basically that will end up being behind the background for a bit. But yeah, I'm not sure, I'll probably mess around with different backgrounds, that sort of thing. I've bought this notebook because I wanted a notebook specifically that, one, I really like. I don't know what it is about notebooks, I just love notebooks. It's a really hard addiction to describe. I just like the feeling of being able to write in a notebook, even though I'm not good at writing or have bad handwriting as well. You know, those two things don't exactly help. But when it comes to it, I just love the feeling of being able to write in a notebook, be able to write out my thoughts, get an idea. That's why I journal as well. That's a video that I will also be making a second one of at some point. I've got longer extension leads, more cable pins, and more ties that I need. So yeah. Anyway, that is it when it comes to the video talking about the setup. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you did, make sure to leave a like and do subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the future. This game and made one of the best stories ever told in the whole of gaming at this moment. I don't think there's many other games out there that could ever actually change my mind on that, and I don't think it will be at all changed for many years to come. You can definitely tell based off the actual production value of this game, from everything from the development to the story, all the way through to things like the motion capture and how much animation went into this game, that it is blatantly obvious why this game cost $540 million roughly to make. A game that sure was made by one of the biggest companies in gaming, but at the time when it came out, the first 4 seasons of this game was extremely unpolished and very basic. But it was doing better than every single COD game that had come out from the 3 years prior. How did a free-to-play game outperform the rest in this entire market? Well, I think one of the first things to consider obviously is the low barrier to entry. Just owning a console of some sort allowed you to play it, and the childhood fun coming back once again for the masses to be able to compete side by side in a gaming world that really we hadn't been in for so long. You could just jump on in your friends or just by yourself and have tons of fun. When I was younger, I remember being able to play for hours on end without any issues. I'd be able to jump on at 4 PM right after school and then play every single night until 10 or 11 PM. I was able to do this because everything was new. I wanted to be better than all of my friends no matter what. I never wanted to be on the same level as them in terms of competitive standpoint. Thank you for where we are currently on the channel. We're at 450 subscribers as of the time of recording this video. Honestly, I can't thank you guys enough. A few of my videos recently have actually been hitting people's homepages, which is absolutely great. Thank you to the algorithm as well, but mainly thank you to you guys who have been subscribing. If you are new to the channel, like I said at the end of the videos, I make pretty much what I want to make. And if you have an awful monitor, at least a awful color scheme on the monitor, for example on my left side, my 144Hz monitor, the color on it is atrocious in comparison to the 4K one. And if you have one of those monitors, you'll see in the background of my channel banner, it says, making content I would watch. And that is the premise of this channel. I make content that I would watch myself. A lot of that is gaming focused, so that's why you see so much more gaming content than anything else. That's also why I upload other content as well. But I just wanted to say thank you for the support recently, as I plan to make a video when I hit 250 subs.
I can't take it in how well it's done so quickly. It was literally a week ago that I was thinking to myself, you know what, based off of averages in the next 2 months, I would hit the actual subscriber goal that I was after, which was 1,000, because obviously that's like the first big step into YouTube properly, because at that point you can obviously apply for monetization, for example, but I didn't think I was going to be getting that until maybe 80 days if I was lucky. And honestly, I was preparing myself to be like, you know what, I probably won't hit it until the end of the year. And we've hit it today on Friday the 16th of September, and honestly, as you can probably tell because I can't stop smiling, I'm genuinely just really happy that it's happened.
And this is what life is. You don't just become rich one day and then you're there forever. You have to slowly get there. You don't just become massive and hedge one day. It takes time to get there. You don't just end up with better mental health where you aren't in this depressive mindset all the time without moving and taking the steps forward to get there. So yes, I am implementing these strategies now and actually trying to take accountability for my life. If you want to join me along this, join the Discord, it will be down below. My overall advice for anyone starting out self-improvement, read Beyond Order by Jordan Peterson. Read 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson. read Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, and finally, watch content around 3 people, Hamza, David Goggins, and Jordan Peterson. All 3 of them are people that people would class as not good for all people. I agree. Some people may not find actual use from them. However, I'd say the majority of guys out there who feel like you have no clue what you're doing will find value in what they say. If you actually accept the fact that you are responsible for everything, that goes on in your life. I'm responsible for the reason why I have now become fat. I am the reason why I've become undisciplined. I am the reason why my life has got to this point. So all I can do now is move forward, self-improve, and actually do something about it. Now, if you guys did enjoy this video, I know it was very rambly, but this is a honest conversation with myself. I want to be able to look back on this video in a year's time, in 3 years' time, and in 10 years' time, and at least know that I did what I set out to do, and I wasn't just a pathetic, useless guy sat inside his parents' house, unable to do anything. In 10 years' time, I don't want to be still here. In 3 years' time, I don't even want to still be here. I want to be gone from this house. I don't want to be reliant on my parents to live. I literally know that if I can actually force myself to do the hard things, I will get to where I want to be. Some may class it as delusion, some may actually class it as believing in yourself.
What you've just watched was an accumulation of loads of clips from everything from around about 2013, I believe, or 2014, all the way up to now and more present day. And obviously what you're seeing right now, which is me as of the 17th of December 2022. Now, I wanted to make this video just to say, if you want to do something and you want to follow and build something, go for it. It does not matter what age you are. If you are someone like me who wanted to do YouTube when you were 9, 10, 11, all the way up to now, don't just put it off purely because of your age. Yes, there will be issues along the way, like you see within the clips. I mentioned about how at school I deleted all my old videos purely because really I was getting bullied for it. And I would personally say, if you want to do anything, just try, go for it. There's nothing more important to me now than just doing what I actually want to do and setting out and doing everything that I believe that I should do. I believe that I should do this and I should build up a YouTube channel for 2 reasons. One is the future and stability of myself and the people around me, and secondly is to prove every single person, and that is from family members, friends, to people who would take the piss out of me at school, everyone wrong that I was capable of actually doing this. I've started to walk that path and truly get there, and honestly, all I can say is thank you to every single one of you who has joined me along the way for this journey. I can't honestly think or fathom the fact that we're at 6,800 subscribers. It's an absurd number, and when I look back and watch those videos thinking that I was genuinely thinking and expecting to only hit 1,000 by the end of the year, let alone be at 6,800. So yeah, honestly, if you want to follow something, if you want to pursue something, no matter what it is, if it is something, let's say, like you want to write a book, you want to pursue some form of career, you want to do YouTube videos, you want to create a podcast, you want to do anything, you want to build up an Instagram meme page or something, like anything, just go for it. There is no reason to stop, and there is no reason to let others persuade you otherwise. Mainly because most people don't know what you actually want. You probably don't fully know what you want. All you can do is try loads of things and hope for the best. So yeah, obviously this is what's worked for me. So if it does work for you, I really hope it does. It does take a lot of discipline, it does take a lot of effort, so don't believe it will come easy. Like Hamza says, put in the hard work, especially when you don't want to. That to me is genuine honesty. And it is something that I can definitely say I've put into practice even before finding his content later on this year. So yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this video and you have been enjoying the videos on this channel recently, then I hope to see you guys throughout the whole of next year, as this channel, honestly, the plans that I have for this thing are going to scale up this channel a lot. And I guarantee this.
I am cocky, I am arrogant, and I guarantee that this channel will scale up and hit goals that will be further ahead than what I even think were possible a few months ago. So yeah, enjoy the next however many amount of videos you decide to stick around for, enjoy the progression of this channel, and honestly, just pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient. Do the things that you enjoy, that bring you purpose and bring you joy. Don't go for everything that is just instant gratification. Alrighty, that's the rest of this video. Have a good one.